Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Just a Fan Podcast, episode 11. I'm your host, Skullcap, and how is everybody this week or weekend or whenever you're listening to this? I had a blast. Well, I had a normal weekend. It's okay, nothing really too important, but I did start Christmas shopping, and the nasty word, Christmas and shopping. I don't know why that's a big problem. I mean, I have fun with it every year. I mostly enjoy giving the gifts more than getting because I've been buying a lot of stuff for myself for the past year or so. I'm good. I tell people don't even buy me nothing. But anyway, I'm like halfway done with the list. I'm like proud of myself because it's kind of hard because I was shopping for my niece and nephews, and there's my other friends. See, they're mostly over in another state. So I try to shop for people who have to mail right away. It's like in November, I have to start mailing that because I ain't gonna be in those lines at the end of November to December. I'm just not doing it. So I'm done with them. It was really simple. It didn't have to be that expensive because I know what they wanted. It was really cool. When you know what somebody wants, it doesn't have to be over so much money. It's just whatever they are interested into. They'll love each of what I gave them. So that's just gonna be great for Christmas. And so I got like maybe like 6 more people to get like within the state. You know, I'm like over. Like, okay, niece and nephew is my sister. You know, I know what to get my sister, like a nerd, a comic blog. Our other friend, maybe an arcade blog. My other friend, something with I Love Lucy from the I Love Lucy store. She's easy. So, yeah, that's basically everybody over where I have to mail. And that right there, I could just easily just have it shipped, and I don't have to worry about mailing it or wrapping it myself. So, everything works out perfect. So then after that, I'm like every check, I'm just gonna work my way on, giving a piece at a time to get everybody's gifts. Sometimes I go not too overboard, but like I try to get like 1 gift per person. But then sometimes where it's like, oh, they'll like this one, so I end up giving like 3 or so. So get a little not too out of control, but when stuff happens like that, at least it's not like all in one check. And one like weekend before Christmas. Like there's some people that do that because of the deals, but like have some gifts ready before you have those deals, like Black Friday or Christmas Eve. But that's just me. There's a lot of people that do that because they have to or they want to, but I would do it where I'm done and then I would go ahead and get some Black Friday stuff and maybe trade around some gifts or something like that. Yeah, you never know. So I'm glad I did that. And then last weekend, I found a great video store named Movies and Candy. Finally, somebody opened a rental store. And he says he's been there for 3 years, but he's been a little further away. This is in Las Vegas, Nevada. So if anyone wants to come and visit out here, it's on Eastern. Where's it? 10895 Southeastern Avenue, Henderson, Nevada. Oh, it's in Henderson. Ooh. And it's cross streets is Horizon Ridge. After you pass that, you have to start looking to the right. That's how I always do it when you're going south. So that was worth it. It's really cool. It's a nice, cool store where you get to rent. Just like Redbox, $2 movies, and for like 2 days, $6. I think it's $6 for a week. Yeah, that sounds expensive. If you really think about it, was Hollywood and Blockbuster any different? Hollywood was like $5 or almost $6 for 5 days for brand new movies, so it didn't matter. So he has newer movies. He has the really old movies. I got to watch Stay Tuned and Heavyweights. Oh, I miss those movies. I can't find them anywhere. Unless you go to a used store or a rental store. I love the rental store. $2 instead of paying for $15 is a way better deal than that, And then the great catch with this place is like he has barrels all around the store and they're filled with candy. Like not all the way, but like they're halfway there. And they're old style like candy and stuff that you would get from the like old candy store. So that's pretty cool. You get, weigh some candy, and it's like $7.95 for like a bag. I haven't tried it yet, but it's really cool. If you all look around, there's like barrels and there's candy everywhere. And the cool thing this place has is this home movie theater where you can go. Fits like 42 people. It has a big screen like a movie theater. It has the theater seats, but then it also has bean bags when it have to fit 25 people in the front. So you can. I think how he said it was $30 down deposit. like if you're throwing, you gotta throw a thing, like hopefully like a Star Wars marathon. I would so throw that if I had more friends. So anyway, $30 for just the down deposit, just to hold that spot, and then I think it's $10 per person just to get in. He says that's one that's actually holding them up, and tell you the truth, it works because it's great sounding and it's a great view. And he has a lot of collectibles around. I saw Crow from Mystery Science Theater 3000. I saw Darth Vader. I saw some posters up there. It's really cool to see. If you want to go ahead, go check him out. And he's really reasonable, and there's no late fees. If you have a late fee, he'll be reasonable. He's not like one of the corporations. He's a family-owned business. And go ahead and support him. Go on Twitter or Facebook to Movies and Candy and give him a shout-out. He's a really cool guy. So that was last weekend. So I'm gonna start going there like once a week. You know, I want to support this. Yeah, why not go to Redbox instead of going here, because you know it's a little further away. But tell you the truth, Redbox does newer movies, and I like going into a store. I mean, you go to a store into a little machine is okay, but I'm not that person. I grew up where you go to the movies and you go rent some movies and games. Oh yeah, he says he's thinking about putting a Xbox One in the store where you can rent it for like an hour and you play there. That sounds cool, where you can just hang out and eat candy. That's one excuse to get candy and soda or whatever. But he won't rent any games because he has to pay for the movies himself, so that's going to be like way expensive trying to rent out a game. So hey, it's all good. There's always GameFly. So that was last weekend and this weekend, so I am so enjoying this. I'm the only one that's excited. Everybody's like, oh, movie store that's far away. I'm like the only one that's excited about this because I grew up with this stuff. So I am so happy that exists. So I am going to keep going there as long as my money is available. And internet news, well, I call it news because I find it a little interesting that if anybody doesn't know, ThinkGeek.com is where all the geeky, nerdy things they have thought up, and then I think they make them themselves or something like that. But they're all original stuff where they have a lot of like the Tom sleeping bag. They made that, and some other great stuff. I've been wanting this face hugger, I think they're called, from Aliens, and it's a mask, and it looks so detailed, and it's $50, still sold out, and I've been waiting for a whole year, and I'm hoping, since it's October this week, I can actually get the mask. I really want that. I wanted to go to a couple of cons and just have it on my face, because I'm like I'm the one guy that was going to Comic-Con, but then got caught by a face hugger, and then I just went anyway, because I'm gonna die anyway, might as well enjoy myself. So basically, I was going to be the fan, but that's on ThinkGeek. But the news is ThinkGeek opened a store, really now, in Florida, Orlando, Florida, I believe it is, in a mall. And I saw the pictures, and it looks really cool. Just like, if you went to a booth at a con. I went Star Wars convention. Sorry, Star Wars Celebration, I was there, and it had a great booth there. They had the bag that I got, Survival Comic-Con bag, and some other great stuff. This one, actually, wherever new or old, they have it all in that one store. And everybody I was seeing on the Facebook, they're all like, come to St. Louis, come to Pittsburgh. And I'm like, I don't think shouting out the names is going to have them come there. I think it was a great financial decision. I mean, normally, if I didn't know anything about, little about business, I would have been like, yeah, come to Vegas, because I was about to say it. But then I'm thinking, if Florida's way bigger than Vegas, I think they made a financial great decision, because they're online, and having a retail store is a little different and a big choice. So I'm glad it exists. So it gives me an excuse of, hey, I'm gonna go to Florida just to see the store and then come back. It's a little further away, but it's not bad for a nice road trip or an airplane for a day. Who cares? I just want to go see it. It looks awesome. So go ahead and check out on ThinkGeek.com, on their Facebook. That was like last week, like 4 days ago that they showed that, or 5 days ago they showed that. So you can thumb through if you can, but the store exists. All right. Well, let's talk about why you're here. I'm talking about once again, I write things on what to say, so I won't forget on a piece of paper, and I got it all switched around because I'm supposed to say one thing and it's in the middle and it's at the time where I'm thinking, and then I write it and then I'm like, oh crap, I should have wrote it this way. So that's why I'm like stuttering for a minute. Well, anyway, so last week was all about season premieres, the ones that I care about. There's a lot of other ones, but this is the ones that I actually care about. So I want to talk about the ones that showed up, and I'm so excited. I'm so glad that they're back, because it feels like my week is like fulfilled again, because the whole summer you had to fill in with like other shows, and it's great and all, but I want the original and normal. But I'm going to talk about a season finale that happened last Monday. We'll see. This is why we're going to starting off last Monday. I used to watch was Star versus the Forces of Evil. What show was that? It was Disney XD, or was it XD Disney? The Disney Channel on XD. There, perfect. Star versus the Forces of Evil. There's a character named Star Butterfly. She's a magical princess from Muni, from a different dimension. And every her 14th birthday, she got herself a magic wand. And she gets this, like, either help save the universe, or if somebody evil gets it, will destroy it. So she's supposed to be responsible, and she's a 14-year-old. But the reason why I watch that show is she's so hyper on everything. She's so excited of everything. She has a big smile. She makes everybody happy, and it's a really great show. What got me hooked up is the theme song. I kept watching like something on Disney, and they kept showing the theme song, saying, oh, this is coming up, so they would show the theme song, and it sounded really cool. This is the first TV show, cartoon show or TV show that I like the theme song and the end credit song, because they're two different, and I really like it. So anyway, so her parents they're in another dimension, so her parents, so she couldn't handle the wand, I guess. Like, the first attempt she tried the wand, she made a rainbow, and it went on fire, and it's like, it was funny, but it's like right away, oh, she can't handle, like, weren't you training her? I mean, she was supposed to be born to wield this wand, and you have not been training her? So anyway, their idea was to bring her to a place called Earth that she never heard before. So they have these things called dimensional scissors, where they can cut through a hole in, I guess it's time and space or whatever, and they go through and they can go to any dimension. I think what they think of, I believe. That's the only way, because they're just scissors cutting through a hole. And they go to the principal and they bribe him, and so she's going to the school, and then they say, find her a guide, and so we meet Marco Diaz, where he's just a nice regular kid that he's known as a safe kid, but he knows karate. So they basically, there's the characters, that's the setup. So she ends up living with them and doing weird magic to him, and then there's an evil force out there called, his name is Pluto or whatever, Bluto. A little chicken with a weird skull hat, and he's like the dumbest evil guy ever, and everybody else is dumb too, along with his little monster crew, because every time they go get the wand, they just beat the crap out of them. So anyway, it's a really fun show. It ended 13 episodes, but they had a marathon Sunday. I record all of it because it's just so funny. I'm not really into cartoons lately of today's generation, because I think they look stupid or something, but this one looks so good. And it's not a girls program just because Star is on there. It's everybody's, because Marco's on there too. It doesn't feel girlyish. It just feels everything. So anyway, yeah, that's what I got attracted to the show, because Star always has that happy face. She was excited for standing in the line that she didn't even know that what was it for. So it was really cool. She gets excited. She gets all happy over everything, and like every little thing. She just is happy, and it just makes me happy because it gets me excited about the show every time. So it's really funny, and I recommend you watching it. But hey, you can probably still catch reruns every Monday. It's always on every Monday on Disney XD. So, that was the season finale of Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I really hope they make a season 2, because I really enjoyed it. So, anyway, season premieres. Now, starting Monday was The Big Bang Theory, Season 9, Episode 1, where Leonard and Penny get married, and then Amy and Sheldon break up. So, there's the get together, and then there's a breakup, but then Penny and Leonard end up living separate rooms. So I don't even know where that's up in the air, but we're gonna watch that tonight on the episode. So that's on every Mondays. And then Tuesdays, haha, the Muppets. Oh, the Muppets. I so loved it. I mean, there's some people a little controversial with it because I guess they're talking about like different, like I get not sexual, but they're talking like grown-up stuff a little bit. But it's funny. It's like 30 Rock and The Office smashed together because they're doing that like documentary kind of thing where they're talking to the camera and then you're seeing what they're doing or something like that. So I think it's genius. I really wish I was cracking up on most of these things. There's nothing dirty about it. It's just humorous of an adult way. I enjoy it because I love the Muppets growing up. I really wish the other two movies, like the Muppets and the Muppets European, the other two latest movies, I didn't really enjoy those because I think they did too much in them. Because I really wish I would enjoy them, but I think they did way too much, especially in part 2. But in this program, if it stays the way it's going, it's going to be hilarious. I love that, but I don't know why parents are over and beyond with it. I mean, what else is new? I mean, it's better than showing a little skin, right? It's just puppets. So I think, I did really enjoy this. So it's, I think it was ABC or NBC. It's on Tuesdays. So that I am really excited about that. I was cracking up through the whole damn thing. And also on Tuesdays on Sci-Fi is $Bazillion Club. It's basically like a Shark Tank and Kitchen Nightmares smashed together, where they help start up businesses, like get their investors, get their act together, and help them out. So then I guess they're part of it, helping them out. So they want to help them, but if they can't help themselves, they can't help them out, and that's their name on the line. So like these two guys are helping each company out. Last week was Van Gogh, where they have original painted art, where where you go to an art gallery and they hang art and stuff. So the owner, the CEO was like, art galleries are intimidating, and the prices there are so outrageous. But if you go onto their website, they'll have the starving artists gallery on there, and you can go ahead and look at different pictures and stuff and paintings and which one. And if you pick the right one, this is the cool part. Use your iPad, take a picture of where you want to hang it, and then you get to pick what frame it looks like it's on and what size it could be on that same wall. Instead of imagining it, you can actually take a picture and take a look of how it would look. And if you like that, guess what? You just order it. It's so simple. I like that, and they showed that from last week. I don't know how they're going to do it with this week's episode, but it's a really cool show. So check it out if you're into business and new technologies and new ideas. I know there's a change in the business world of going on the internet, definitely. I just gotta stop doing what I'm doing and start doing what I want to do. But I'm interested in this because this is the area I really want to get into, where going on the internet business, it's not going to be easy. Nothing is easy. I gotta keep that on my mind. Nothing is easy. It's just it'll be more rewarding after I'm knowing how to do things. Just like this podcast. It wasn't easy doing this podcast again, even though you think, oh, computer, microphone, this software, yeah. Trying to figure all that out, it took a while, but you know what, now I'm getting the hang of it, but I need to do a little bit more. See, it's always advancing no matter what you do. So that Brazilian Club on Sci-Fi. So that was Tuesdays. Wednesdays for me. This is all for me. Remember that. There's other premieres that you guys probably watch, but this is all me. So back off. Wednesdays, all 4 of my shows are back. The Middle, The Goldbergs, Modern Family, and Blackish. The Middle was all about Sue Heck, ready to go to college because she graduated last year. But it was funny. They showed it where in June, she started packing, but she had it all in the living room. But it was so much, and I'm thinking, how are you going to fit all that in your room? You don't need all that. But the whole thing is like going to college. But then when they showed at the end where she makes it to college and they fixed her room up so amazing, I'm looking at it like, whoa, it'd be great to have a roommate like that, but as a guy. But it's just that she had all this fun stuff everywhere, so I like that. The Goldbergs was mostly like Tom cruising everything up, where what was it? Risky Business. I never knew this movie existed because I don't watch too much of old or new. It just depends what interests me. I never heard of the movie, but it's a part where you hear dun, 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 and then Tom Cruise would slide down, in I guess his underwear and then his socks, and he would slide. So Barry, was it Barry? He tried sliding, and I guess his mom walks the floor, so he's slipping all around, and his mother's like, "Stop Tom Cruising the floor." So funny. So that was the whole thing, doing Risky Business thing through the whole episode. So I the whole time I thought it was Mrs. Doubtfire because I saw that when Robert Williams did that, and I'm like, I thought that everybody was doing that. Didn't know it was Tom Cruise. So hey, you learn things new every day. And then Modern Family. It was just mostly the same thing where one guy was proposing, one girl liked that guy. He ended up getting fat, and it's kind of, it's really not based on one subject because the one couple, he was a lawyer, and you know what, you'll have to watch it first because this is why it's kind of hard, is because Modern Family is like different types. There's a nice gay couple. There's an old man with a younger woman with a kid, and they both have a kid, and then a regular, not regular, like, what do you call it? No. I'll say it like this: it's a regular family, but the wife is more like, manly than the guy, so it's like reverse. But it's all funny. It all works together. So it's kind of hard to pick like what the whole subject was because it was like going all around like it always does. So Modern Family is a good show to watch. It's been on for so many seasons. I'm not sure what because I didn't really keep track of that. And then Blackish, they were talking about a subject that normally not a lot of people would talk about, but I'm kind of glad they did talk about it because it should be put out there, but just just taken down a notch of and have an open mind of what they were talking about because it's just a touchy subject, and I'm not going to talk about it because it has nothing to do with me. That's all. So, but it was a good thing though. It was really funny. Okay, Thursdays. Oh, I am so glad they're back. I am happy. I have been waiting for so many years, and I was hoping maybe a season 5 would pop up, or I was hoping just season 5, 13 episodes, end it. Because after season 4, I was kind of curious what happened when Claire showed everybody she had a superpower. Yes, I'm talking about Heroes Reborn. Oh yes, it was 2-hour premiere. And it's on Thursdays. Oh, you gotta watch out. Sometimes I like switching around because like the Big Bang Theory for Monday, in November they're gonna switch it to Thursdays again. But anyway, I was so happy when this came. Oh, new powers, new people. That's why it's called Reborn, because it's all like new people. But then you got the guy who was in the paper company. I forgot his name because he keeps changing his name a lot. But the guy with the glasses who has the girl named Claire who has the healing powers like Deadpool or Wolverine. I think Deadpool because she can rearrange her stuff around and then she can cut her finger and then it'll grow back. So that's basically Deadpool. I've been learning. But there's so many new powers. There's this one guy who has a teleportation. But the thing is, he can touch something and teleport it through his mind. We figured that out. I had that power thought for years, and it's just seeing it on the screen is so amazing. And then sooner or later, he can teleport himself, so he can do both. When somebody, like, he can teleport behind somebody if somebody was, giving him a hard time or whatever, and teleport him to Alaska if he wants to. But the thing is, it's like Jumper, where he has to imagine it. So hopefully, he doesn't imagine like putting someone, like say for instance he wanted to put him somewhere but accidentally put him in a grave by accident. Yeah, it's a good power, but then it's a bad power because you don't want to send him like into outer space or something. So it's like Jumper. Think of a picture, think of a bunch of pictures, and then when you're ready to handle somebody, there you go. You just handle them, so you don't put them in the wrong place, like the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, so Heroes Reborn. It's all about secrets, and once again, we all don't know what's going on. But for some reason, in the sky, when this one girl was trying to hold this one bean, I'm assuming it's a bean because she's like, "Oh, I can't hold it any much longer," and this eye formed in the sky. So I'm thinking, like, what is really happening here? Because okay, in the beginning of the whole, let me be real quick on this. In the beginning of the whole thing, the power people are called Evos. Ugh. That sounds like a bunch of cars, or yeah, it sounds like a bunch of cars. Oh, we got an Evo here. Evos and humans, they all came together because I guess after what happened with Claire, they had a little argument or something. But this has been 4 years later. But then after they're having a celebration, working together in this big thing, they had big explosion, so they destroyed like mainly all the power people, and that's basically the beginning and how it's all going to start. And the one main guy with the glasses, I cannot believe I forgot his name. He had this one friend who can remove memories from his brain, from his head, and he's trying to figure out why, but he got shot, so it's a whole thing. But anyway, he can't remember anything, so that's the whole thing, trying to figure out why Claire died, because she's dead. Why are power Evos missing, and why are these two guys are killing Evos? Like literally, they call them a freaks of nature. So it's a whole guessing game. So please watch this. This is such a good. If we all start watching this again, we can keep getting more seasons, because I really do enjoy watching people having powers, because I'm like jealous a little bit, because I really want to have super speed power. That's like my favorite power, but with other powers too. But still, super speed would be my number one, because I can go places without using the car all the time. Okay, that was Thursday. Friday, Shark Tank and Amazing Race. Ashton Kutcher, if I said that right, is on the Shark Tank, and he had a little blast. He made a little deal, but after that he didn't really do much of more. But he was a great addition on there, all serious and all knowledge and knowing. But I always love Shark Tank. I love small businesses. I love how people have great ideas, and how people. I'm not that guy where it's like I should have thought of that one, but I really don't think that way. But great startups, great passion, great motivation of how they got started, or how much they put in, or how much they're asking for. So they had a lot of great people and stuff. So yeah, if you're not watching, I recommend watching. Was it ABC? I believe it's on Friday. No, or ABC or one of the. I call them regular channels of 1 through 13. Regular channels. Pick one of those, and that's right out on Friday. And the Amazing Race, where you go around the world. They had the girls from TMZ on there. They have the people from Paparazzi on there, and some on the Amazing Race. I love the Amazing Race because they go different places and do different things every single time. So that was the end of that. Saturday afternoon. This is Saturday night. Guardians of the Galaxy animated series. Oh, well, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, you gotta say that. But finally, it's a cartoon with Guardians. I've been waiting for this for a whole year, and it's really good. It's just like watching the Avengers Assemble and the Ultimate Spider-Man. It's the same thing. So I'm glad they're gonna connect them sooner or later, and that was really joyful. But I'm having a little problem with Saturday. Why is it in the morning? I miss Saturday morning cartoons where you had a lineup of all different types of great cartoons. There's cartoons on there, but not the ones I like. The only thing I watch is Pokemon XY, and that's a really good program. So my thing is, why do I have to wait until 9 o'clock at night to watch it? Stick it at 9 o'clock in the morning or something. But I guess there's no slot for them or something like that. But still, it was a great cartoon. It just started on Saturday, so you didn't miss nothing. It's an hour long, so you didn't miss nothing. So try to catch it on has to be Disney XD. So that's all the talk I had. That's all the great premieres. I know there's more. There's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. coming Tuesday. I cannot wait for that. I'm excited because there's more about the Inhumans. So that they're going to do more about that. More powers, more ideas coming through my head. Oh, I am so excited and I cannot wait. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening, day, or night, because I have no idea when are you listening or what time are you listening to. So have a great day. See you later. Oh, and I hope you enjoyed my Vectorman gameplay, because I played an awesome game until they are around here, because I had no idea how to defeat that. I know I'm supposed to pass that one guy, but then I don't know how to do it, and I'm supposed to kill that satellite just to get past. So I had an issue with it. So I'm gonna, that satellite right there. So I have to figure out how to do that, so then I can continue on more, because this is one of my favorite games that I played as a Sega. But for some reason, my brother said I said no about playing the game. So I don't know what happened there, but he can play it now if he ever talks to me again. So anyway, I'll see you guys in another video of the podcast. So have a nice day. Bye.